Do you have a savings account set up for rainy days? Are you worried about retirement funds and unexpected emergencies in your life? Do you struggle with saving money while maintaining today's expensive living standards? Then you are at the right place, as this video is just for you. In today's video, I will discuss the simplest ways to make and save money. We all know that having a savings account is essential in today's world. I could go on and on about the importance of saving for things like retirement, unexpected medical bills, and any occasional downpour. Trying to put money aside when your income is small may seem like a burden and a waste of time, but you should persist in the urge with perseverance. Building a sizable emergency fund starts with baby steps. In this video, I will tell you 12 easy ways to save money and keep your life on track. If you're new here, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of my informative videos. If you find this video valuable, do give it a big thumbs up, as it keeps me motivated to keep making more videos for you. Hey guys, welcome to RJN Invests. Now, let's jump right into it. 1. Pay off high interest debts first. If you have any outstanding debts that are preventing you from saving, you should pay them off before you start saving. I am referring in particular to any high interest loans that you may have, such as credit cards or personal loans. If you're wondering how you'll ever be able to get out from underneath the mountain of debt and transactions back into a stable position where you can start saving, stay with me. Well, it's simple. Just start with the largest loans and go down the list. Put simply, your financial obligations should always be your number one priority. Once you've paid off all your debts, you'll feel a tremendous sense of relief because you no longer have to prioritize saving money alongside making loan payments. Try to reduce your larger expenses. Have you ever heard the expression, live within your means? That's great advice with a deeper meaning. You don't give a second thought to some of life's biggest expenses. Consider a typical month rent payment. I think it would be a good idea if you could relocate to a less expensive area. Maybe you'll have to give up your freedom and find a flat or share for a while. Try to analyze your spending habits and see if there are any places you can reduce your expenses and instead save that money. 3. Benefit from free money. Did you know that those families with modest incomes do not have to pay taxes on their earned income? The Internal Revenue Service states that Earned Income Tax acts as a tax refund. What does this mean? More of your payment will be available to you. Sometimes a few $100s more will come your way. Choosing the correct 401k plan is the first step for this to happen. Also, find out if a company would double or even triple your donation up to a certain percentage. In that case, you should put the extra cash towards your retirement savings. I know you'd rather spend the money on a shiny new TV, but resist that urge. The goal here is savings, which is why we're putting aside this additional money. Just imagine how terrible you would feel once you get your shiny new gadget and realize that your savings account is empty. 4. Get a second job or even a side hustle. Having a secure financial future based solely on a 9-to-5 job is unrealistic in today's world, unless of course you're the CEO or a top manager of a company. Having a full-time job is not enough anymore. You need to find a second gig or a side hustle to help you pay the bills. Well, it's a lot of fun, and it's not always difficult. Say you have a reputation as a great cook. Putting your food up for sale is a great way to bring in some extra income. To take it even further, you can train other people to take cooking classes. The best part about these plans is that they can be carried out without ever having to leave your house. And, instantaneously, you have a little bit of spare cash. Use this income from your part-time job to save and maybe even invest while your regular paycheck covers your day-to-day costs. 5. Make a plan for financial stability. Okay, I'll spare you the preamble and get right to the meat of this. Just remember the 50-30-20 rule. You should spend at least half of your income on needs, your rent, groceries, etc. Spend no more than 30% on your wants, and put 20% in savings. One important piece of advice I can offer is to track down exactly where your 30% is being spent. Don't frivolously waste it. Make a list of everything you desire and rank them from most wanted to, if I don't get this, I'll be okay. Get ready to shell out your hard-earned cash for whichever item is at the top of your wish list. By doing so, you will come to appreciate it even more. 6. Save money by avoiding bank fees. One of the most effective strategies to reduce wasteful spending is to put money away in the bank so that you can have regular access to it in an emergency. Regrettably, you were not informed of the drawbacks associated with banking. The fees assessed by banks vary by transaction type, so larger transactions incur a higher cost. A minimum balance is required and must be maintained at all times to avoid incurring unnecessary costs. To be perfectly honest, it does appear unfair. Don't put any unnecessary strain on your account if you already have one. Having your money deposited directly into your bank account is convenient, and it never costs you anything to set up a direct deposit. Opening multiple bank accounts is another option to consider. 7. Take care of your well-being. Healthcare costs, regardless of whether they are covered by the insurance or not, are expensive. So, take care of your health at all times, because it is true that health is wealth. Altering your diet and giving up harmful habits like smoking and drinking are all part of a healthy lifestyle. You should do everything in your power to maintain your mental and physical well-being, because they are the most valuable assets you have. 8. Take the money and run with it. A perfect place to live would be an area with affordable rent and a respectable minimum income. We have already discussed sharing a cheaper apartment and dividing the rent earlier. You should also check to see if the suggested relocation will place you in an area with a higher minimum wage than where your current location is. Instead, you could get a decently priced mortgage on a decently sized home, rent out the extra rooms, and utilize the rent to cover your mortgage payments. Find a sweet spot in this case. 9. Put off having children until later in life. To get right down to it, having children is not cheap. There is a lot of financial responsibility that comes with being a parent, and you should give it some serious thought before you begin a family of your own. Not only does this mean delaying parenthood until you're in a stable financial position, but it also suggests being selective in your search for a spouse who shares your commitment in being financially independent in life. 10. Get over your ego. The myth of the self-made man is our society's largest deception, as we are all dependent on others. Anybody that uses the label has received substantial support along the way, so you should have some support too. While monetary help is ideal, even visiting a local food bank will help, because you need help. You shouldn't feel bad about how you appear. Resist the temptation to believe false narratives of society, and accept help when it is offered. 11. Stay away from cars. Using public transportation instead of driving will not only help the planet, but will also save your hard-earned money. The rising costs of keeping a car on the road, from gas to routine maintenance, are enough to make anyone pause before buying a vehicle. If you can't join a gym right away, getting a bike and riding it around town is a good alternative. 12. Make use of a coin bank. How often do you find yourself with some unexpected spare cash just to toss it away on something pointless? I certainly have. And not just once, but several times. Get a money jar and put all your spare change and bills in it. So, you don't spend all of it at once. Your container will fill up over time. You can either put it away for a rainy day, or buy anything off that wish list. No prizes for guessing which option I'll recommend. I know saving money on a low-wage income may seem difficult and unpleasant. This is when introspection and sound financial knowledge come into play. Spend some time and money wisely as you follow these steps. Don't feel like you have to rush into saving money. Saving a little bit at a time is more effective than saving a lot all at once. One by one, you can resolve your problems and end up with a healthy bank balance. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed and learned something new from this video. Please remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and give this video a big thumbs up. So with that, have a wonderful day, and I'll meet you in the next video. Take care.